grade 3. So today we are learning how to form Roman numbers from Indian numbers and how to use the Roman symbols to form the Roman number. Okay, now I have the Indian numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You use these numbers on a day-to-day basis in your life, right? So I want to form now Roman numbers. We have already learned the Roman symbols, that those are I, V and X. I represents 1 and V represents 5 and X represents 10. Right? So I represents 1. I have the number 1 over here. So simply I will be writing the Roman number using this Roman symbol I. So I represents number 1. So for number 2, I use the rule number 1 in which it says that I can repeat the symbols so that I can add the value of that symbols to get this number. So I2 represents I and I. So put together they form the number 2. For number 3, I use the same rule number 1 and also will not exceed more than 3 times, which rule number 2 states, right? So I have 3 I's put together to form the number 3. Okay, to form the number 3. So if I want to form the number 4, can I use I for 4 times like this? I and I. No, right? Rule number 2 says that you cannot repeat the symbol, Roman symbol in an order more than 3 times. So this is not true. It is false. It is wrong, right? I can't use like this. It is wrong. So I will be using V, that is which represents 5, V, and I will be adding I to the left side of V. Okay, to left side of V. What will I do? What will I get the answer as? I will get the answer as 4, because if I add a symbol to the left side of the existing symbol, then I will minus or subtract the value. Here V represents 5 and I represents 1. So I am subtracting 1 from 5. I am subtracting 1 from 5. So I get the value as 4. So I use the symbol IV to represent the Indian number 4. IV to represent the Indian number 4. And 5 is represented by the symbol V. This is how you write Roman numbers for the Indian numbers 1 to 5. Now we will be learning how to write the Roman numbers for the Indian numbers 6 to 10. Now we have 5 to be represented in Roman number as V. We already know that V represents 5 and I represents 1 and X represents 10, right? So I have the value 6 over here. So can I write 6 with any combinations like 5i, 6i's or only 5i? I can't write, right? So instead of using 6 times I, because this is the wrong method, right? You can't use like this. This is completely wrong. So I will be taking V. That is 5, and to the right side of V I will be adding I, because 5 and 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. I get the value 6, right? So as I am putting I towards the right side of V, I need to add the number. If I put this side, I am subtracting. If I am putting this side, if I put this side, then I need to add the number. Okay, so V plus I represents 6. So 5 plus 1, 6. This is the correct representation. You need to write like this. So here the Roman number is V and I. So the Roman number is V and I. It is the same for 7 now. So V, that is 5, then I plus 1, 6, and one more I plus 1, 7. So I write VII as 7. Okay, 8. How do I write 8? Same, V, I and I. So I am getting 3 ones, 3 plus V, that is 5. So total value is 8. For 9, can I write like this? V, I, and I? No, right? In rule number 2, we have learned that you cannot repeat the symbol more than 3 times. Here it is 4 times. So this value is wrong. I need to consider 10 or x to write 9. So what do? I keep x. I need to get 9. X is 10. So how much I need to minus? I need to minus 1 from 10. I need to minus or subtract 1 from 10. So then I'll get the digit 9. So what do? I take x, which represents 10 in Roman symbol, and I'll add I to the left side of it so that I can subtract 10, 1, then I'll get the answer 9. So Ix represents 9 in Roman numbers, and 10 you have already learned it is x. So x is represented as 10. Okay. These are the Roman numbers of 1 to 10. Now we will randomly pick numbers up to 50 and then we'll practice how to write the numbers. We have learned till 10. Now we'll go for 11. So 11 represents x and I. So you all now get a knowledge that xi. So why I am writing I towards the right but not towards the left? Because I need to add the number to x value, that is 10. So I am adding 1 to 10. So I need to get 11. So I am writing xi. If I want 12, what will I write? xii. I 2 times, right? So 2 will be added to the x value, that is 10. So I get 12. So it is 13 xii. So if it is 14, then I will write xiv. So iv is nothing but 4. X is 10. So I will get 10 plus 4, that is 14. If it's the same for 15, 16, 17 and 18. Now I'll go for 19. 19 will be written as xix. So ix is 9 and x is 10. So 9 plus 10, I get the value 19. If I want 20, I can write 2 times x. So x and x represents 20. If I write 3 times x, and x, it represents 30. But for 40, I cannot write x, and x. That is, writing x for 4 times is not valid because rule number 2 states that you can only write for 3 times. So now I am going to 22. So 22 represents as x, and I. So this Roman number represents 22. And for 29, x, and x. So x and x are 10 plus 10, 20. Ix is 9. So I get the value 29. So now I am going for 30. It is 3 times x. I have already explained, right? So 3x can be written for 30. And if it is 35, I will be taking as x, and v. So I get 35. For 39, it is x, and ix. Because ix is 9 and triple x is 30. So 30 plus 9, we get 39. But for 40, I will be writing the number or the Roman number with the symbol XL, where L represents, what is L? It is 50. So I need to minus 10 to get 40 from 50. That is the reason I am writing towards the left of L so that I can minus 10 from 50 to get 40. So the number which is representing, Roman number which is representing the Indian number 40 is XL. For 49, it is XLIX. If it is 45, then I will write XLV. Okay, if it is 45, I will write XLV. If it is 43, then I will write XLIII. Right? So if it is 49, I will write XLIX. If it is 50, I will take it as L. Okay, if it is 60, I will take it as L. If it is 60, then I will write it as LX. Okay, because it is L, and if it is writing towards the right, you can add the number. So 50 plus 10, it is 60. So the Roman number which represents the Indian number 60 is LX. So you can have and go through in your textbook, and also I will put a chart over here so that you can understand what are the remaining numbers that you take. You already learned the symbols like D, 500 which represents 500, C which represents 100, and M which represents 1000. So out of all the combinations, how do you combine the symbols, we get the respective numbers. We need to use the rules which we have studied, and also we can combine the symbols using those rules. We can write different numbers, Indian numbers, using those symbols. So now you can have the chart value over here. Now if you see on the chart, you can see that C represents 100. So if I want to write the number 90, so I need to take minus 10. I need to subtract 10 from C. So the value of 90 can be written as XC. So I can proceed like this up to the value 1000, which is represented by M. I can also take D, which represents 500. You can further study on the chart what are the numbers that are representing from 1 to 50, and after 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and also further up to 1000. So please go through the chart which is in your textbook also, and also practice the exercises. Thank you so much.